In this video, I'm going to be talking about the four levels of action and which kind of level of action should you be operating at if you want to achieve an above average physique. So these four levels of action I'm talking about is in the book 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. If you haven't read that book, I would advise you to read that book. That book is a great book. It applies to anything you want to achieve in life, whether it be fitness, whether it be whether it be finance, anything you just want and you want to be great at it. I would advise you to pick up that book. It tells you about how to set goals, how to set the right level of effort to get that thing you truly want. So the first level of action which people operate and why they don't even stand out is the people who take no action at all. So these are the people that they act like they don't care at all about anything. So these kind of people, they eat a lot of junk food. They don't even exercise at all. And the only thing that can actually save these people is, or not even save them, the thing that can spark them up and make them to even try to be taking some action is maybe something bad happens. Maybe their doctor tells them that if they don't start exercising, they might die soon. And this kind of thing, nobody should be operating at this level of action. But some people still choose to take no action at all. So the second level of action is the people who go in the opposite direction of what they want. And this kind of people, they like to tell themselves that they don't really want it. They tell themselves that achieving something great is not everything. So let's say in fitness now, you say that if you achieve a great physique, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't do anything for you. And what they are actually saying is just cope. They use it to comfort themselves. So all these kind of people, they eat a lot of junk food, they drink a lot. They know that they shouldn't be drinking, but they take the opposite direction. So instead of they shouldn't be drinking, they shouldn't be eating a lot of junk food, they should be getting enough sleep. They do the opposite of that and tell themselves having a great physique, being in decent shape is not everything in life. And that's actually bad. So the third level of action is the people who take normal level of action, and these are the people who are just average. These are the people, if you see them outside, you won't even know they work out, you won't even know they even do fitness. Because sometimes they do the right thing, sometimes they don't do anything. So this kind of people, they eat, sometimes they eat healthy, sometimes they eat junk food. They just do everything average, and that's why they remain average. And if you have been wondering why maybe you have been working out for years, and it seems as if your physique, you just don't stand out. You get a lot of people tell you the benefit of having a great physique, but you don't just get that benefit most people talk about is because you have been operating at the normal level of action. And if you operate at normal level of action, you just remain average. And average is a failing formula. And when you operate at the normal level of action, it's very bad because any little circumstance can actually make you not achieve the goal you want. So this kind of people, when they get busy, they stop working out. When they get stressed, they eat a lot of junk food. They just do things that if any little thing happens, it changes everything for them. And if you have been operating at the normal level of action, this is the level of action you should start operating at today so I can actually be above average. And the next level of action, which I'm talking about, is the massive action. So if you have looked about so if you have looked at people who have a great physique, those people, these are people who operate at the level of massive action. They don't just do something average. They don't just do the bare minimum. They do above level action. That means they take it seriously. They are obsessed about it. And people like to tag all these kind of people as obsessive. But if you want to achieve anything great, whether it be achieving a great physique, you have to be obsessed about it. Most times, the people who tell you are obsessed are people beneath you. These are people at maybe the second level of action, or people who are at the third level of action. They tell you that you are too obsessed. But the people who are at this same level, they will never tell you that you are obsessed about they will never tell you that you are too obsessed because they know that that obsession is what will actually get you to that goal. So if you want to start standing out, you want to start having more energy, you want to start having your physique speak for you. You want to start having the presence that a great physique can give you. You have to start operating at the level of massive action. That means you take it seriously. You take it as a mission. You don't just go to the gym and just have a good workout. I had a good workout today. No, you have to have a great workout. You have to be knowing that you have to be eating the right kind of foods. You are obsessed about getting enough sleep. You are obsessed about making sure you are getting the right recovery. And if you start doing all these things, you start to take everything seriously. You start to put in the right amount of effort you're supposed to be putting. That's when you start to stand out. You start to be above average and you start to enjoy the benefits of doing that. So those are the 4 levels of action. If you want to actually stand out, you know the level of action you should be operating at, which is the massive action. And that's the best level of action you can operate if you want to stand out from the crowd. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.